wonder what sort of career opportunities are in White County? We've got a lot more going on than you may know. Today we're sitting down with Sharon Fuller, the general manager of Unicoi State Park and Lodge. Unicoi is breaking the mold in the hospitality industry, offering a massive variety of unique career paths where you don't necessarily have to have a degree to build a thriving future. From current job openings to a vibrant work culture that feels like family, Sharon is sharing why Unicoi leaves corporate chain hotels in the dust. So grab your cup of coffee and let's get started.
Hey, everybody, and thanks for joining us with Coffee Break with the Chamber Chicks. I'm Beth.
And I'm Kayla.
And we're your favorite Chamber Chicks, right? And we're here today with our good friend, Sharon Fuller from Unicoi State Park and Lodge. Thank you, Sharon, for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me. A pleasure.
Everybody knows Unicoi is there, loves to drive through the park, see the lake. But we're going to talk about a little of the backside of things that people may not know about. Huge employer for White County.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we're proud to be.
Yeah. And tell me again, how many state parks across the state are you a part of? 5?
So we have 5. It's Unicoi, Brasstown, Amicalola, Lake Blackshear, and we call it Little O because it's hard to pronounce it.
Well, I get that. Well, and I love talking with you because I have hotels in my heart, and I know you do too. And so I love any chance that you and I get to sit and talk about hotel and hospitality. It's very near and dear to my heart, and I can tell that's very near and dear to your heart as well. But what do you think makes hospitality at a state park, especially Unicoi? Because we were saying earlier, it's so different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Brasstown, and there is one and only one Unicoi. What makes that different from a traditional hotel setting?
Well, I can tell you I've been in the industry for over 40 years. Now you know my age.
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about
but
it.
hotels are
after 20. We don't talk.
They
about
are
it.
in my blood. I mean, it's hard to get out once you get in. But this is my first time working in a state park. I've worked at campsites. I've worked at hotels. I've worked at Hiltons and Marriotts. But what makes Unicoi unique is that it's about nature. It gives you an opportunity to work and to play in a state park. We have zip lining and archery and paddle boats and canoes, and our employees can take advantage of those. The zip line is contracted out, but we have great deals for our employees to go and enjoy those. We have trout fishing, it's a relaxed atmosphere, and being part of a non-branded property, you kind of can be creative,
right?
Our chef can create menus, and our sales team can be creative on what you don't have those strict standards of a hotel.
And it's big.
It's big.
Your footprint is massive.
We are massive. We have a lodge. We have 29 cabins. We have barrel cabins. We have what we call the Smith Creek cabins, which are off the grid.
Right.
No internet, no phone. So if you want to
completely check
out. So if you want your kids to get off of their cell phones and come play some board games and have a s'mores by the fire pit, that is the place. So we sell that like that.
Awesome.
And then over 100 campsites.
Yeah.
So at that big of a footprint, how many folks does it take to keep at least the like lodging kind of side of it? How many folks does it take to keep that running?
Well, during season, which we consider our season really Memorial Day all the way till the end of October, but now it's been through December.
I tell people the only downtime Helen has is the first 2 weeks of August.
There you go.
And maybe a couple of days in February.
Yeah, and January maybe with the weather,
yeah,
but just depends. So in season, it's about 120 people. During non-season, that knocks down to about 40. But it's, because we have so many different things, we have a park manager, we have a chief engineer, which handles the lodge and the cabins. The park manager handles the campsites and the activities and the visitor center. And then you have a food and beverage director, and you have an executive chef, just like you would in a normal hotel. We have an awesome team there. So, and we're always hiring.
Absolutely, especially with that many folks. So, how do you keep that many people moving together and being consistent.
Yeah, that kind of organization is significant.
Well, it starts with great department heads.
Mhm.
So if you hire the right department heads, then it makes my job way much easier because they handle their departments. It's about building a team. I always say if you have a cohesive team, then everything else falls into place.
Right.
It's about wanting to do a great job for each other. It's not about Unicoi. It's not about, Coral Hospitality. It's about us. And we truly are a family there.
Mhm. And you do such a great job of taking care of people. Like we had our board retreat there this spring, and of the things I'm shocked that I forgot. There was staff right there, always ready to help us. So I think there's just this heart for service that your people have.
There is. And it does start from the managers that manage those departments. I try to hire the people that have that heart. I always say in the hospitality industry, anywhere you go, it would be better for you to hire personality because you can train for all the other things. So, and a lot of people think they can't come to work for hotels or state parks, and they can.
Oh, yeah. We called it hire for desire, train for skill.
There you go.
Well, we're going to take a little break right here.
Love the show? Take 2 seconds to hit the like, subscribe, or follow button. It honestly means the world to us and allows us to keep making podcasts just like this one. Plus, liking the video costs you nothing, but it helps grow the chamber and our business community in a big way. So hit like, subscribe, and follow, and let's get back to the show.
So why would a resident of White County, I know you hire people from all over the world, really, but why would a resident of White County choose adventure hospitality at Unicoi over like a standard 9-to-5 type job?
Well, going back to the fact that we're family, so, you're going to be treated well there. We have some things that normal hotels don't have. We, again, offer all of those activities for our employees free of charge. We have an employee lunch every day. We have an employee dinner every day. And that's for our employees free of charge. So that's something you don't see in your typical hospitality world. And again, it's about coming to work and enjoying nature. So if you are don't want that standard 9-to-5, you want a little bit more laid back and have some fun, because we just actually, I'll tell you, we just did yesterday, we did our employee picnic, and we had our first annual kickball tournament.
Love it.
Fun.
We're all very sore today.
Oh.
I didn't play. I mean,
Okay.
hopefully everyone's at work today.
I love that.
That's great.
So both you and I understand the mobility within the hospitality world. Can you explain some job progressions in hospitality that some people may not understand?
Absolutely. Well, myself, I started at the front desk. A lot of our general managers that work for our organization have either started at the front desk or they've started in housekeeping. It is a opportunity. You don't necessarily have to have a degree to move up into a general manager. I was a general manager at the age of 21. And it's just from moving my way up and learning those departments and asking, just saying, I want to progress. I want to move forward. And I've been in pretty much every role in the hospitality. The one I'm not real good at is the maintenance. So I
understand that.
I depend on my maintenance
I've
department.
had to clean out a pool a time or two, but not my favorite.
But, it's just there's this thought process that you have to have a degree to come to work for hotels, and you don't. Just come with your great personality and your customer service skills, and we'll hire you.
So in all my years in the hotel development industry, I knew 2 people who had degrees specifically in hospitality.
Yeah. And actually there was
I can only think of Cornell's the only university. And then what's the technical school in Gwinnett County? Their technical school has a credentialing program. Those are the only 2 I know of in Georgia.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I'd rather you just have the personality.
Hire for desire.
You do, because if you come with a degree, I mean, I think they've taught you things that or textbook, and you don't know until you're there. I mean, every day, and that's another thing that makes the hospitality industry unique, is that every day is something different. So it's not that mundane 9 to 5. You're handling different guests from all over the world. You're getting to know them and building relationships. I mean, that's a lovely thing, learning about where they're from.
Right.
So, talking about the hire for desire, what is a skill that you think, like a soft skill that folks learn, in your industry by dealing with customers or whatever their role is, that is kind of a gold star, something that's useful for them anywhere in the world if they go to a different job later on? What is something that you feel like, I really hope people take this away or learn this?
I think that would be problem solving. And I think that, you're going to have to solve problems. We empower our staff to solve problems. If a front desk agent has an issue with a guest and they feel like they need to give that guest a discount, or they need to give that guest dinner for two, they're empowered to do that. And that's important, because you don't want, for the guest's sake, you don't want a front desk agent to have to say, well, let me ask my manager. Well, that doesn't empower them. And so I think if you come with that, I am empowered and I can solve this problem. And there's great satisfaction in that too. I mean, many times I've left not getting any work done. I've just solved problems all day, but at least I've left.
We can't even.
Like our job.
I don't.
But at least I've left and felt, well, I was successful that day. I've solved every problem that came in front of me. So,
because it's a unique place in your role, right? You're either dealing with somebody on their best day or probably more on their best day, but because we were just talking about the wedding that you guys hosted, right? That didn't quite turn out the way the bride and groom wanted, but you guys pivot and did what was necessary so that their wedding day, their once in a lifetime wedding day, was still special. It looked a little different because of the weather, right? Because we had some crazy weather over the weekend. I mean, that takes, that's a skill of its own.
It is. And we all came together and we did an excellent job. Everyone executed it.
You can check out the review on Google.
It is on Google. It is an amazing review. And many of our staff members were mentioned in that, which we always love to see. And we actually incentivize our staff when their name is mentioned. So that means that you went above and beyond and did an excellent job. We do wish more people would review.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's just people.
Yeah, it's just people.
People prefer to review when something was bad.
We know, we know.
Beyond meals for your employees. And I love that we did the same in our hotels. We understood that people didn't stay in our hotels because there was a Holiday Inn or a Hampton Inn there. They stayed because of the things to do. And that you invest in your employees by saying, go and zip line, go and use the sup and go and use the kayaks, hang out at the beach, so that they can explain that experience. What other ways does Unicoi and Coral invest in the employees that you have?
Well, Coral has their basic standards every day. That we talk about. They invest in safety. We have a safety committee at the property. We have a care committee, which I call the fun committee, which, by the way, did an excellent job at the picnic. And they orchestrate all of our fun things for our staff to do. And there's always something going on. Like right now, every department has a flag contest. So they've created a flag on a canvas. They're hanging in our lobby. The guests get to vote on those. And we do that during, and then the team that wins, either the front desk, housekeeping, gets this big goat trophy. And then they all get to
greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Okay. I mean,
then they get.
Around here it could actually be a goat. I don't know. I mean, it's whatever.
Then they get to have dinner on us. When we opened Anna's, we invited our staff to come and eat there. We encourage our staff to try the meals so that they can explain it. The front desk, every department. So
because who's the guest going to ask?
Exactly.
The person they can find.
And don't you hate when
the housekeeper?
Exactly. And don't you hate when you say, well, what's the best thing on the menu? And they're like, I don't know. I've never tried any of it.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like
maybe I will not be trying it either,
No.
Well, that's amazing. And, I think that's the sign of a good hotelier right there. So I have some off script questions. So, you guys, we're about to host, Georgia, Atlanta is about to be a host site for FIFA, and you're expecting international travelers from all over the world.
We are.
That's a big difference in our regular weekend or vacationing guests. So
we're very excited. I mean, anytime that, we try to work a lot with the chamber, with the CVB, to let people know exactly what's going on and what we have to offer. Something I think that the previous manager didn't do years ago. I've been there almost 2 years. And so we're excited that this is coming to Georgia.
Right. It's like the Olympics, kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And we encourage our staff to be a part of that. Every time that, the Bulldogs are playing, go Dogs. Anytime the Bulldogs are playing or any team is playing, we encourage them to wear their jerseys. So we're doing the same with this organization.
Fantastic. Now we have international guests, and then we have special guests. Did not know this. Breaking news. Did not know this. You have 3 bald eagles at Unicoi. Tell us about the bald eagles.
We do. I'm not going to tell you where they're at.
No, please don't.
Because we
don't go looking for them.
We don't want to disturb them.
Just listen.
But if you're at our lake or you're fishing or you're just hanging out at the lodge on our trails, you're bound to see one. They are spectacular. I had never saw one till I came to this park, and we have 3 of them. So just a beautiful sight. So when you just keep your eyes out.
That's awesome. Are there any specific roles that you're hiring for right now that you want to make sure to highlight or, tell our listeners about?
We are. We're always hiring housekeepers. We're always hiring servers. That's just part of the business. And, people end up going other places. And but one of the key roles that we have right now and is a food and beverage director. And we've been on this search for quite some time now. And the only reason that we haven't hired someone is we're trying to find the right person to fit with the team. I have worked tirelessly to get this team to where they are. And we finally had an outstanding team that is about each other, is about teamwork. And we need to hire the right person for that position. We do require that you have some restaurant kitchen experience, but if you're the right person, go to Unicoi State Park and Lodge, and down at the below there's careers. Tap on that. Apply, please.
Absolutely.
Well, because this is Coffee Break with the Chamber Chicks, we always ask because we got to know, what's your go-to coffee order?
Let's see. When I really want to treat myself, it is a hazelnut latte.
Okay.
However, when pumpkin spice is in town, I'm one of those.
Gotcha.
I will have
No
the
judgment.
pumpkin spice.
No judgment.
But normal coffee, probably Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just black?
No, cream and
Okay,
sugar.
cream and sugar.
Yeah.
Very good. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
Well,
today.
thank you for having me.
Make sure if you enjoyed this episode, if you're looking for other ways to learn more about our community and what's going on, as well as other practical tools to help grow your business, make sure to like, subscribe, follow all the things. You can find us on YouTube, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. So make sure to follow along to not miss an episode. But until next time, we will
See you, love you,
Bye.